Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Kavita and I welcome all of you to another exciting session. Today we are going to discuss an important topic that affects our personal and professional relationships, setting healthy boundaries and stay true to ourselves. Sometimes we find it difficult to say no, express our needs, or protect our personal space because we are afraid of disappointing others. So today we will explore how we can establish healthy boundaries while maintaining respectful and meaningful relationships. We have ChatGPT as a guest in today's session. So let's talk to ChatGPT. Hi ChatGPT.
Hi, I'm here. What's
Welcome
on
to
your mind?
an welcome to another exciting episode of interview. Today our topic is set boundaries in relationships and stay true to yourself.
Hmm, that's an important one. To get us started, what does setting boundaries mean to you, like in everyday life?
ChatGPT, actually I have some questions for you. You have to answer them
Mm.
one by one to make me clear out.
Sure, I absolutely. Let's take them one by one. Go ahead with the first.
What are the personal boundaries and why are they important in healthy relationships?
Personal boundaries are the limits we set to protect our time, energy, values, and emotional well being. They're important because they keep relationships healthy, help prevent resentment, and make it clear what's okay and what's not.
Okay. My next question is how can a person recognize that their boundaries are being ignored or crossed?
A person might notice feelings like discomfort, irritation, dread, or exhaustion around certain interactions. Maybe they feel unheard, or they notice they're constantly saying yes when they mean no, or they find themselves avoiding someone because it just feels draining.
Okay. Why do people sometimes feel guilty or afraid when they try to set boundaries?
Often, that guilt or fear comes from learned beliefs, like thinking being kind means never disappointing anyone. But boundaries aren't the opposite of kindness. Instead, they make kindness sustainable instead of draining.
Okay. How can we communicate our boundaries clearly without hurting or disrespecting others?
Gentle honesty works well. Like, hey, I need some downtime tonight instead of over explaining or apologizing a lot. Respect comes from being clear and calm, not from avoiding your own needs.
Okay. What is the difference between setting healthy boundaries and being selfish or controlling?
Healthy boundaries focus on you and what you will do, not controlling someone else's choices. Selfishness ignores other needs entirely. Boundaries respect both sides. Control tries to manage someone else's behavior.
Okay, how can someone learn to say no confidently without feeling guilty?
Start small. Practice with low stakes things like declining an extra errand. Use simple language, no long justifications. Remind yourself saying no to something is saying yes to your energy or priorities. That mindset shift eases the guilt.
Okay. How should we handle people who repeatedly ignore or challenge our boundaries?
If someone keeps pushing, hold steady. Repeat the boundary once or twice without escalating. And if it's consistently disrespected, reduce exposure or change how you engage. Boundaries without consequences can turn into wishful thinking.
Okay. How can setting boundaries help us maintain our self respect, confidence, and emotional well being?
When you set boundaries, you're sending a message to yourself as much as to others. My needs matter. Each time you honor that, your confidence gets a tiny reinforcement. Over time, that builds self respect and steadiness. Emotionally, it reduces resentment and burnout, leaving more room for genuine connection and calmer choices.
Okay. How can we stay true to our values and identity while still respecting the needs and feelings of others?
It starts with knowing what matters most to you, then expressing that honestly while still listening to others with care. You don't have to abandon yourself to be compassionate. It's more like balancing honesty with empathy. Say what you can do, what you can't do, and own those choices calmly. That way, you're true to yourself and fair to others.
Okay, I hope that would be helpful. Finally, what simple steps would you recommend to someone who wants to start setting healthier boundaries in their relationships today?
First, pick one boundary to practice. Just one. Say it plainly. No long speeches. Notice how that feels. Check in with yourself afterwards. If guilt or worry pop up, that's normal. Keep practicing. Over time, the steadiness grows.
Okay, ChatGPT, can you give some examples from real life to set boundaries and keep our relationships strong?
Sure, say a friend often drops by unannounced. You might kindly say, I love seeing you, but please call first. Or with work, if you're overloaded, you might say, I can take this on next week, not today. Each time, you're honest and respectful. That keeps the relationship healthy because both your needs and theirs are acknowledged.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, ChatGPT, for sharing these valuable and practical insights on this very interesting topic.
I'm glad it helped. Boundaries can feel awkward at first, but they usually make room for more trust, not less.
Obviously, that would be helpful. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Today, we learned that healthy boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are about creating relationships based on respect, understanding, and mutual trust. Learning to communicate our needs, say no when necessary, and remain true to our values can help us build healthier and more balanced relationships. I hope today's conversation would be very helpful for you all. Thank you for joining us and watching my video. If you like my content, please share this with your friends. And see you in our next session. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.